Come, children, gather round, for I have another tale for you. This day's tale doth bear a difference most profound, for 'tis not the common play of cash at the table of cards. Nay, it is a tournament, a contest of skill and fortune where many shall vie, but only one shall emerge victorious.
A tournament, milady? I knew this day would come. Our hero is confirmed broke.
He is not ruined, young Ramp. Nay, Ethan, I do mean. He but doth stir the waters, mixing things anew.
Poker tournaments are fun, so exhilarating. The winnings can be a bit more inconsistent than cash games, but if you can withstand the variance, then...
Thank you, young chat pro.
So he is of ample coin, yet still chooses to enter such a contest, when the coin flows like wine at neighboring cash game tables. I have my doubts.
Guess who's back like a boomerang, sitting on the throne like I'm the King Charlemagne. When I bring the bass, I come to shake the house. Keep my whole team out your mouth.
So we are here, back at the Venetian today for a tournament. A tournament. Your boy is playing a tournament today, so we might as well win it, right? Let's just win a tournament.
I'ma set it straight in case you get it twisted. Gone for a minute, I'm back, I'm on a mission. Looking for the greatest, I'm the definition. Y'all don't know what you've been missing. Get ready for the boom that's coming. Turn it up, go 0 to 100. I'm going in. I'm back at it again like...
So we're here, we're in the room, and I'm a bounty. A bounty, your boy's a bounty. Knock me out, get 2 nights free stay and like $100. They're not gonna knock me out though, so let's go.
Let me walk around, introduce our bounties for the day. So let us start here with one of the top content creators in the game. That would be Jamin. You might have seen her on the big game, just folding king-eye flushes, making fantastic reads. Nikki Limo here today. Let's get to... Jamin disappeared. Is he behind me? Oh. He's one of the top 13 or 14 bloggers in the game, I would say. He actually had a great vlog about the new Venetian Poker Room. Your thoughts on this room?
All the vlogs are great.
Everyone is
I haven't
great.
produced a bad one since 2019, so.
I've seen some bad ones. You might have seen her on the recent YouTube series Galfond, the superstar actress, fantastic poker player as well, loves being interviewed. Her Galfond is a player. Jamie Kerstetter is all the way over there at table 22. You guys remember Landon Tice from that summer battle against Jeremy Becker. He's just getting a player's card. Landon.
I know they copying my flow, watching my bank account grow. Hating's no good for the soul. Back up and act like you know. Get ready for the boom that's coming. Turn it up, go 0 to 100. Going in. I'm back at it again like...
Okay, let's get some things said and out of the way before this hand coverage even begins. My tournament experience is, limited. I don't really play these things that often, and the strategy in some ways is far different than deep stacked cash play. So if you're watching this for some sort of education, don't. You're going to see some train wrecks, at least one massive punt, and more than a few hands get butchered. Okay, disclaimer over. So let's get into this thing. It's level 1, blinds are pretty small in relation to stack size, which is definitely where I feel most comfortable. I'm opening a lot. Like, a lot. I care, but I kinda don't. But I kinda do care too. It's strange. Here, I open 10-6 of clubs from the button to 600 and the big blind calls. It's a little too early to label her as tight passive, but that was my feeling from what I had seen so far. King of hearts, 4 of spades, 7 of spades. She checks, and this isn't a horrible board for me. I continue for 600, and she calls again. When the turn 8 of diamonds falls, she checks again. Odds are she had a king or a draw on the flop, and one of the draws came in. The turn gives me a gutter. I can check here, and if the river bricks non-spade, I'll most likely just bet again, but we'll see. The river 9 of hearts falls, bringing in my gut shot. She now leads for 1,500. Realistically, I should only be losing to exactly Jack 10 of spades. One combo. I raise to 4,000. She calls pretty quickly. I win, and great, we're off to a good start. Same level, and in this one the hijack opens to 600, and I 3-bet to 2,200 holding ace-queen suited, and get 4-bet to 4,800 by the original opener. So here we go. Level 1, and I'm already catching 4-bets. Fair enough. I call the 4,800. Ace 7 8 with 2 spades. This is either a great flop for me or a disastrous one in which the hijack shows me ace king. I guess we will find out on the river. I check and he checks it back. Phew. I feel a little bit better. Still not out of the woods, but I would suspect even ace king of spades would put something in on the flop. The turn pairs the 7 and I now lead for 4,000, which is definitely too big. And even after choosing this big size, the hijack raises to 12,000. My God. What is going on here? This is level 1. Harking back to he probably doesn't have ace king, coupled with the knowledge that pre-flop 4-bets with 8s is super rare, leaves me with I'm either going to get cooled off by aces, or he's doing that thing people do with kings when they just want to win very badly. I gamble on this being the latter. I call the enormous turn bet. The river deuce of clubs is the brickiest of bricks. Check. If he goes all in, well, I'm just rebuying because I'm not folding. He checks it back. I table my top pair and he flicks his cards into the muck. You know, this could be considered punty, sure. But I won the hand, so internally, I consider it a soul read. It's an ego thing.
Back up and act like you know. Get ready for the boom that's coming. Turn it up, go 0 to 100. I'm going in. I'm back at it again like. I'm back at it again like. I'm back at it again like. Don't blink, just watch, get ready. No sleep, non-stop, get ready. Don't blink, just watch, get ready. Get ready, get ready. Don't blink, just watch, get ready. No sleep, non-stop, get ready. Don't blink, just watch, get ready. I'm back at it again like.
Sucks I used up a full house stuff. You know, you only get so many in your life. It's a finite number.
Hey, you didn't lose.
I'm back at it again like.
Not a ton happened in level 2 besides me getting myself into a predicament in this hand. Because I'm dumb. Under the gun opens to 600, the hijack calls 600, and I call 600 too. On the button with 3-4 clubs because I really just wanted to see a lot of hands at this table. Wise strategy? Who knows? The big blind flicks in the call, so there's 4 of us. 4, 5, jack with 2 diamonds. This flop gets checked through. Deuce of spades on the turn. Well, this is getting interesting. Now the big blind leads for 2,000. The under the gun opener calls, the hijack folds, and let's see. I have a pair and a straight draw with my 3. The table is playing pretty straightforward, so the big blind most likely has a jack. He could have ace-3, sure. But you know, blockers. So I discount this a tiny bit. The under the gun player didn't bet the flop, yet called this big turn bet, so probably not a jack in his hand. Maybe a draw of some sort? I called the 2,000 looking for gin on the river. The river? Gin. 6 of spades. No diamond in sight. The big blind leads again. 3,000 this time. There's a pause, and then the under the gun player raises to 7,500. What? What do I do now? What is going on here? I call, and now action is back to the big blind. He'll most likely just call 2, right? Wrong. He now re-raises to 23,000, and without much thought, the under the gun player calls the 23,000. 23,000. Did I just run into someone's 7-8 of diamonds? What's going on? I tank on this for quite a while and probably should just fold at this point, but I slide in the crying call. The big blind exposes king jack of diamonds, and the under the gun player opens pocket 3s for the chop. I definitely didn't account for pocket 3s in the under the gun opening range, but what do I know? What's that? 2. Okay, so this one is a punt. But in my defense, it was an accidental punt. Accidental punts shouldn't really legally count towards the punt total, in my opinion. So a series of events happens before this hand. 1, I made change for another player at the table, and in doing so moved my chips out of their normal order, i.e., my stacks were all rearranged. And 2, I was in the middle of a conversation and didn't stop and think before deciding to open the action from the under the gun 2 spot with 8-7 of diamonds with blinds at 200, 400, 400. 2 knights, 2. I meant to grab 1 pinkish 500 chip and 3 100 chips to open to 800, but that's not what I grabbed. 3 knights here and $150 or something like that? As soon as my chips hit the felt, I saw the problem. Those aren't 100 chips. Those are 1,000s. I try to say 800 aloud, but it's too late. Far too late. I've just opened 9x to 3,500. Oops. Oh, shit. 800. Oh, wow. 800.
You jammed it to
Yeah.
go with you.
It's, all right. All right. No, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah. Yeah. I meant to make it 800, but now it's 3,500. Well, we got to fight on this lie.
Don't matter who did what to who at this point. Fact is, we went to war, and now there ain't no going back. I mean, shit, it's what war is, you know? Once you in it, you in it. If it's a lie, then we fight on that lie. But we gotta fight.
The table quickly realizes what I've done, and this is where the wolves should come out. It's a blessing that the only action I get is from the cutoff. He calls. Ace, 3, jack, rainbow. Misclick or not, this flop should hit my range. The problem is, what is the cutoff's range that's calling a 9x early position open? It should be pretty tight, right? Everything is just screwed now. I check, and he checks it back. The turn pairs the 3, which neither of us should really care about, but the diamond gives me a backdoor flush draw. I check again. The cutoff bet's tiny, very small, 1,500. I call. The river? Oh, thank God. The 4 of diamonds. I might just get away with this. I check, and he checks it back again. I table my hand, he shows ace-10 offsuit, and look, I backed into winning this misclicked, accidentally, abnormally large pot. Phew! So we've escaped misclick gate, and we're still in level 4 when this hand happens. The low jack opens to 1,100, and I raise to 3,200 in the hijack with ace-queen of diamonds. He calls. So far, so good. Well, will you look at this flop? Queen deuce 5 with 2 diamonds. That's what I'm talking about. He checks, and I continue for 2,000, and he calls. The turn brings a jack of spades, and he checks again. I size up a bit, targeting smaller queens, flush draws, etc. 8,000. And he check min raises me to 17,000. Alarm bells should be going off, shouldn't they? I can't say they weren't, but I still have a lot of equity here, and the min raise isn't that daunting. I call. The river brings in the 8 of clubs, and he grabs a stack of blue 5,000 chips, 45,000 worth, and slides them in. I'll tell you what I was thinking at the time. He's bluffing. He missed diamonds. What I should have been thinking is, he's not bluffing. He's not call, check raise, bombing as a bluff. I really didn't think this through. I call. He shows me pocket jacks. Of course. So, okay. This one is a legal punt. A massive one. I'm down to crumbs now.
Well, I do enjoy your rocks. That helps.
That's fine. Battered and bruised, there's really only one thing going through my mind right now.
Gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology.
So he punts off the majority of his stack, and now the story ends? We must wait another week for the conclusion.
Well, since you've been patient enough to listen this long, I'll tell you a secret. You can find the link to the conclusion here, or you can come back tomorrow for the public release.
Can I go pee first?